Welcome to episode 2 of my Career Nanopod series, helping you climb into the driver's seat of your own career. In it, I'll be spotlighting teeny-weeny bite-sized nuggets of pure career gold to help you rise above the rest and create more of what you want in your career. For those who don't know me, I'm Judy Marston. I'm a career transition coach. People have been coming to me for over 20 years to help them navigate career changes or adjustments to rise above the work they're doing and create more engaging and rewarding jobs. Today's Nanopod is all about a tried and true hack that I've been using for years with clients to upgrade their interview success rate by 100% or more every time they use it. So, sit back, relax, cast yourself back in your memory banks and imagine this. You've sweated over the resume. You've gotten through the screening call. You've filled out all those extra tests and essay question handouts they throw at you these days. And now it's time. Panel interview time. Now it's a few days away, but you're feeling pretty excited about this job and you really want this one. You've analyzed the posting. You've even prepped your behavioral answers, and you've been writing them out in full, then editing them, as this is something I find far too many clients aren't doing. And then you're just practicing up a storm. But how are you practicing? Are you walking through them in your head, saying them verbally out loud, or in front of the mirror? Maybe even with a friend or colleague so they can give you support and feedback? These are all great techniques. And for some people, they can be enough, though I've often had clients who even had an HR friend help them, and I've been less impressed with their advice. So often friends or colleagues can be either not aware of what it is you're trying to convey because they don't really know a lot about your job experience or the company, but they're being nice and they're trying to help you out. So bless them for that. And 2, they may not want to say anything that might hurt your feelings. Now, that's not to say that you're not knocking it out of the park, and that's fantastic. I can't know that. This really depends on the person and sometimes how much prep they've done or how many other interviews they've had recently to help them practice. But if this is a job you really want, then I don't want you to wait to have a bunch of refining interviews. I want you to blow their socks off this time. And one of the very best techniques I've found that really ups your interview game is to, drumroll please, record yourself. Now, this isn't for the squeamish. I know that. You should see the looks of anxiety that flash across my clients' faces when I recommend it. It's got to be right up there with that age-old fear of public speaking. But many years ago, in the dark ages of the 2000s, before everyone had a recording device in their pockets, I helped retiring military members transition to civilian jobs. And I taught workshops that really gave them a taste of what job interviews were like, because it's a rare thing, in the Canadian military at least, where they ever had to write a resume or do an interview to switch jobs. They just get assigned to them. And back then, one of my clients was struggling to figure out interviews, and so I switched on the old camcorder one day, and we practiced his interview answers. We did it 3 times over 3 weeks. And I can tell you, it was mind-blowingly amazing, even to me, how much he improved after going home in between and replaying and working on those recordings. I am not exaggerating when I say he improved 100% each time. And he was applying to the police, one of the most in-depth application processes you'll ever see. It can take almost a year of jumping through a dozen or more hoops before you even find out if you're in. And that's before they train you. So nowadays, there's absolutely no excuse not to use your phone and record yourself. And while most of my clients shudder at this suggestion, surprisingly to me, with the massive appeal of TikTok and selfie videos, so I just remind them, no one else has to see it. And then you can, just delete it when you're done. Better yet, keep the best versions so you can review them next time you have an interview. It's another technique I highly recommend. So why do you think this works so much better than the other ways of rehearsing? Because it actually plugs into so many of your senses and enhances your memory because you're hearing, seeing, and also, the hard part, judging what you're seeing and hearing. It gives you a completely different perspective on how you're coming across. And since most of us tend to be our own worst critics, you can't help but spot slow spots. You'll find inconsistencies and confusing parts. And the extra good bit, you'll actually start to impress that answer into your gray matter the more you experience it from all the different sensory and emotional inputs. Bottom line, it helps you learn and remember your answers, which naturally makes you come across more confident when you have those 3 pairs of eyes staring soullessly back at you. Now, this is especially essential for introverts. It's been proven that extroverts get many more job offers from interviews than introverts because they can wing it, usually to better results. That's why introverts, if they want to get ahead and compete with extroverts, must do even more practice and get their answers down. Though I don't encourage memorizing, just map them out and know the key points so you can follow them one after the next, just like the bullets in a PowerPoint presentation that you've prepared. Oh, one more thing. The fact that you hate watching yourself also increases your success. The more you dislike what you're seeing, the more you're likely to practice. And that, truthfully, that's the real crux of why this works so well. Practice, 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 and more practice. As anyone who's gotten ahead in life will no doubt tell you, it's the secret to success. Okay, I know, it sounds so simple. And for those of you who've already figured it out and have been doing it, I'd love to see your comments on how well it upped your interview ante. Or share any stumbling blocks you encountered. I love to solve problems and wade in so deeply with my clients to help make sure their stories sizzle, grab, and keep their interviewer's attention for the entire time. So that's it. Message from today, just record yourself. Simple, right? Yeah, right. Okay, then go to your next interview and knock it out of the park. Okay, that's it for now. If you found this helpful, please check back here for more Nanopods as I get up to speed, sharing some of my top tips and strategies. And if you're in the market for a career change or adjustment yourself, feel free to check out my website, judymarston.com. It's also listed on the side here of the little banner thing that I did to put this thing on YouTube. I'm working also on launching a series of nano courses to do a little deeper dig into some of these techniques and strategies. So, happy careering. As I close, I hope I can help you enjoy your career journey more. It can be a lot of fun when you're in your own driver's seat. Take care.